You see, there are a lot of differences between the Vikings finding America and the Spanish. The conquistadors were backed by a centralized state, willing to invest in these new lands. The Vikings essentially stumbled upon Newfoundland, which, let's be honest, wasn't exactly overflowing with gold. Even for future Europeans who wielded far superior technology than the Norse, colonization wasn't easy. Plus, the very way the Vikings interacted with Newfoundland, or Vinland as they called it, was far different than future colonists. This was not a settlement for expanding influence. It was kind of a gathering point for resources. The barest of resources: wood, beaver pelts, and grapes. For the Norse, settlements weren't always seen as permanent endeavors. They could always be temporary, another stopping point on the sea, and if it just wasn't in the cards, they would simply leave. They weren't gonna live and die for the sake of holding some land like future European settlers would. Plus, it's important to remember that the Norse were particularly vulnerable to being absorbed by local populations, as seen in England, Normandy, and Sicily. With resistance from the locals, scarce food supplies, and distance from Europe, the Viking settlement would have been doomed from the start. Vinland would likely never have grown large enough to serve as a stepping stone for future colonies, even if the Vikings actually did want to stay there.